One of the things that Elon has done is that he's brought, either on purpose or by accident, so much attention to himself as a human, as a role model, as somebody that people look up to. And the thing that I've been struggling with in my head, like trying to work through, is that how much of that really should be up to the individual who has sort of built that, call it, brand for themselves to keep that, to safeguard that, you know? My dog's just going crazy. Sorry.
That's all right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just jump in here. I think that most people, I mean, if we look at our evolutionary history, if you piss off the tribe and you're ostracized, you're fucked. You need people to help with clothing, food, shelter, etc. back in our evolutionary past. So most people are wired to not get ostracized, to not divide, to not become an outcast. This is just how human beings are wired. And I don't think this is helpful. It is helpful for seamless, la-di-da, everyone's friends, kumbaya. But sometimes shit needs to be said or done that's not easy, that's not easy to hear or do, and is controversial, is divisive. And I think that most people are too scared to be disapproved of by the crowd and the group that it stops them standing up sometimes when something's important. And Elon just isn't concerned about that same being ostracized. Like the guy, so here's a question you always have to ask. If Elon's done something that confuses you, you have to ask the question, why did he do this? Why would he sign up to work 80 to 120 hours a week for most of his adult life and suffer an enormous amount of pain, terrible personal relationships, poor health, etc.? Why would he sign up to suffer so much? Because what he's doing matters more than the amount of pain he's going to endure. Some people don't seem to ask this very basic question. You always go back. Why is Elon doing this? He's not doing it to piss you off. He's not doing it to divide people. He's doing it because it matters to him. Every action he takes that causes pain, hate, etc., in his direction is a direct result of him thinking, is this important? Okay, it's important. I'm going to do it anyway. And so I don't think most people think like that. Most people think, am I going to get ostracized? Is it going to piss people off? Am I going to lose friends? Is somebody going to hate me because of this? I better not do it because I can't get kicked out of the tribe. And I think this is one of the core differences between Elon and most people. He's not at all concerned about the approval of others, at all, not at all. Second, he's conscious of the amount of divisiveness and the repercussions of most of his actions. I think most people don't realize this. They think Elon's so dumb that when he says something like, prosecute, my pronouns are prosecute Fauci, people are like, he's so dumb, he doesn't realize it's going to piss people off a lot. He knows it's going to piss people off, but he's willing to move forward anyway. I think this is one of the fundamental misunderstandings in terms of people not understanding where Elon's coming from and why he does what he does. The guy is a sucker for punishment. And it's because he's always thinking about making the future better and not how can I be approved of for my fellow humans. I better not share this opinion, it might offend people. Most people think like that, not Elon. Just about every single person on YouTube who creates content in the Tesla community, bar a couple of exceptions, have self-censored or not shared certain opinions because they know it's going to piss people off. And I totally understand that's normal human behavior. But Elon does not think that way at all. And I think it's hard for some people to empathize with Elon if they can't even put themselves in his shoes and understand why he's doing what he does. But every time he does anything that pain or hate going to be spat his way, you just have to go, why would he do this? The answer is always because it's important to him. He believes it matters. He's trying to do good, even though he's signing up for a lot of pain along the way.
Do you think Elon would benefit from making a concerted effort, separating himself out, say, call it, I don't know, this is like a weird question because it's like tailoring itself to the investing community, because it's like 43% of the investing of the investing base for Tesla is retail. And for the last 10 years, I think Elon has done a beautiful, excellent, brilliant job, say, catering and making that retail investing community very comfortable and welcome. And
I actually got to push back on that because I disagree.
Please.
He's been on the record and told people, if you don't like the volatility, don't own Tesla stock. You can't handle it, don't own Tesla stock. He's not trying to cater to everyone. Fair. He's like, look, this is what you're signing up for. If you don't like the terms, don't sign up. It's simple. So I just had to push back on that because I don't think Elon has been intentionally welcoming and catering. However, he certainly has retail in mind. But here's the terms. If you're signing up to be a retail investor in an Elon company, it's going to be volatile as fuck. There's going to be ups and downs. And if you can't handle it, don't get on board. It's that simple. So I think that this is where Elon's coming from. He's always been very much, look, here's what it is. As I've said in the past, people are packages and you get everything that comes in the package. And you just, if you can't handle that, you don't want somebody that's going to speak out on important issues, etc. Elon is not the guy. He's never going to be. He's not thinking, he's got investors' best interests at heart, but he's looking over the long term. He's thinking decade plus. So if you're not a retail investor who's also looking long-term and, some ups and downs, like now we're seeing all the outcry on Twitter, people, oh, fuck you, Elon, blah, blah, blah. Remove Elon, board of directors, blah, 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 blah. These are people who aren't looking long-term, because I guarantee I can tell you in 10 years' time, no one's got to remember this stuff at all. But the people that couldn't handle it are the ones that are making all the noise right now. And this is, but I relate to Elon on this a lot. I've told people to unsubscribe from my channel in the past. Like, I've never said, please subscribe, but I've literally said, look, if this is you, please don't, this is not the right channel. And I'm not trying to be a dick. It's just, I understand some people with their mindset, psychology, or the way they view investing. It's just not the right place to be. And so Elon, I think, is similar. If you're on board, get on board, as long as you're okay with the terms and conditions, so to speak. But if you're not, fuck off. And not in a rude way, but just it's not going to be good for you if you can't handle everything that comes in this package. So I think Elon's been pretty clear sort of from the get. And again, over the long term, he's going to deliver for the investors. I mean, he already has. But a lot of people right now, they're getting kind of lost in the short-term noise. And I think a lot of these people just weren't cut out to invest in an Elon company in the first place. You can't handle the heat. You're learning a lesson right now. If you're trying to blame somebody because Tesla's down, fuck you, Elon, stop talking about things. You're just not suited to invest in one of his projects. I'm sorry. You're not cut out. Just go buy an index or do something, right? Because nothing's going to change.